Hello, everybody. This is Vince Russo along with the great Noel Harlow, and this is Sipping the Teen Mom Tea. And yes, there was a Teen Mom on Christmas night. It was kind of a year-end wrap-up party, so there wasn't too much going on. There was a few interesting things, but as always, Noel has some gossip, some rumors, some hearsay. What's going on behind the scenes of Teen Mom? Noel, did you watch the holiday special?
Yeah, what a lame-o. I hate that flashback crap. It's so boring.
Yeah, it was, and I mean, it was shot really bad. The audio wasn't good. The interesting thing to me is there were a lot of no-shows. I don't know if that was MTV cutting back on budgets. I mean, I don't know, but a lot of people that were a part of the show weren't there.
They said that Catelynn was there, but because Javi was there with the other girl, she decided to not come out. She was at the beginning of the episode getting her hair done, and when she saw them, she turned around and went back and refused to do the episode.
Yeah, but there were so many. There were so many. Yeah, there were so many other people. Unless I missed them, Ryan wasn't there. His, the horse-faced wife wasn't there.
No. They showed clips of their wedding, and that was a nightmare.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. Cole wasn't there. There
wasn't a lot of people.
Quite a few people not there.
Yeah, it was. It seemed like it was last minute thrown together. The audio was terrible. I had such a hard time hearing it because it was all background noise from this like fake New Year's party that they were throwing.
It was very bad. Very, very, very bad.
It was cheesy. I always hate when shows do like flashback shows or recap shows or the things you didn't see. Golden Girls used to be famous for that one. Golden Girls used to do clip shows all the time. They just sit around the table, have a cheesecake, and show the last 2 seasons. That sucks.
Yeah.
Give me my original material.
And I swear, Noel, like I find myself every time, I swear to God, like I do this, it's like an impulse reaction. Every time that Debra comes on my screen, I just let out every single.
Did you see Debra trying to give Janelle's mom parenting advice?
Oh God. I don't know.
That was my favorite part.
Well, was that your favorite part? My favorite part had to be, what's that dweeb's name? Tyler. Oh, his father carrying on about how hot Janelle was. That was my favorite part of the show.
I want to go meet Farrah. He said, and then Farrah was like, I don't think now's the time. I'm in my VIP section. This dude's got points. Like, I'm not interested. That guy's a trip. Dad's a trip.
Yeah, but seeing Farrah's mom, Debra, and Barbara together was a sight.
Oh my God! Did you see the part where, when Tyler's dad was like, "I'm going to go over to that VIP section to meet Farrah," and they showed a shot that Debra and Farrah were on 2 separate couches doing this.
Oh God, that is unbelievable, man! Nauseating, just freaking nauseating. And
they make me sick.
And that's another thing with MTV that really freaking annoys me. Listen, I understand Farrah's the cash cow, but she still is working for you. You are still paying her. She is still your employee. And the fact that they have to put her in a VIP section because nobody likes her. I mean, if I was MTV producers, I'd say, screw that. Listen, whether she likes us or not, she's under contract with us. She's got to appear. She's not going to hold us up. But it's like they go out of their way to kiss her big fat ass.
They think she's special. She was running around saying she got fired, but she was sure on this lame ass recap show. So like, I guess she didn't get fired because it looked like it was shot at the last minute. Merry Christmas.
Was there anything I missed of interest? Did I miss anything of interest?
Okay. I got a few things I noted that may not be things that everybody noticed. Number 1, does Tyler curl his bangs? Because he had like the perfect, like if I remember, I'm cosmetologist, got a degree. They like it looked like somebody had taken a curling iron and just gave him a nice little curl
Yeah,
in the front of his little
it
bang.
wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise
Okay, that was weird.
at all.
That was weird and awkward. Him asking for beer every 5 minutes
Oh
when you're at
my
a
God.
party where they're serving like nice drinks.
I mean, Noel, how many times do we sit down here and talk about like him and that Catelynn? They're so freaking immature, and they try to act grown up, but that's where you see the immaturity. You know, oh, where's the beer? He's getting the beer all night, and I'm like, all right, Tyler, and this is somebody talking about having another kid. But go ahead. What else?
Yeah. Oh my God. And I have rumors on them when we get done the lame recap show, and it's not rumors; it's actually legit, and it's kind of sad, but. Oh, each your own. Okay, here's the other thing. They showed a clip of Farrah and her mom and the whole thing. They were sitting there talking, and Santa Claus was there. And dude, what is with his Santa fro? Like, it seriously was like picked out Santa fro. Like, he had a fro. And I got info on him too, because I went and researched him like legit real life through the insurance company, researched this dude. So I could get some ish on him. The interaction between Javi and that new teen mom that was on 16 and pregnant that he's dating was awkward.
Well, you're talking about what, Bree, right? Bria? What's her name?
Yeah, Brianna, I think her name is.
Brianna. Well, if you remember, Noel, going way back at the beginning of the year, he was going to some kind of reunion show, and she was going to be there, and he was all excited, but he didn't know she was pregnant again. And what's the second baby daddy's name?
I can't remember his name.
He didn't know that, but back then you knew he was freaking attracted to her, and
he wanted it bad.
Yeah,
he wanted it bad.
You know, she's
weird.
Well, she gives me the impression that like she just hates all men. I mean, I think that whole family, her sister and her mother, they like just hate all men and don't want men in their lives. I mean, that's the impression I get.
She comes off that way, that she's just doesn't want men. And she was gushing over this baby that she had. I can't remember the baby's name, damn it. I think it's Sophia or something like that. Yeah, she was gushing over
Stella.
That's it. Wow. Go ahead, Vince. Stella. Yeah. So Stella, she's gushing over how cute. I miss her. I love her. She was going to put her up for adoption. Can we even mention that you were going to give this child away and now you're gushing over your child and you were just going to toss it away?
And this is,
nothing wrong with adoption, but like it was a little weird.
No, well, this is another thing about Brianna that drives me crazy. Are you a Seinfeld fan?
Yes. Okay. Watched every episode.
You know the episode when Jerry's dating the girl and she looks gorgeous in the good light, and in the bad light, she looks horrible.
Yeah, she's Two-Face.
She's Two-Face, and every time he sees her in the bad light, he gives that type of
like in the cab.
That is this girl, Brianna, to me. When she dolls herself up, she is very, very, very attractive. But for every time she dolls herself up, she lets herself go. So like she can look either stunning or she can look like a street person. I don't understand it. It's like, pick a side, man.
MTV had to choose her clothes too, because they had her. You could tell she just had a baby, like because she had the little thing. But MTV had her in like the little jacket that covered. It was they had her dressed nice. Yeah, sometimes she's like a sweatpants homeless person. She is the Two-Face.
Can we talk about clothes? Noel, can we talk about clothes? Because it gets to the point where, listen, I'm all for gimmicks. Noel, you're a gimmick. I'm a gimmick. Vito's a gimmick. We're all gimmicks. I'm all for gimmicks. All right, don't get me wrong. I'm all about gimmicks. Can Gary buy a pair of freaking pants?
Yeah.
Why is every show this guy is on, it's a t-shirt and freaking shorts?
And a hat. Always a hat.
Can you not let me, bro? You're going to this party. I mean, you're on TV. Can you not wear a freaking pair of pants?
And then everybody was like dressed to the nines. It wasn't like people were even Tyler's dad was like, they got me in these skinny jeans here. Like even he was but this guy's like, no, this is my gimmick, bro. I'll wear a hat, I'll wear a shirt.
Stop already,
I'll wear some shorts. I don't want to see that dude's legs. He ain't built like that. Come on.
And listen, and here's another thing, Noel. As a cosmetologist, you're not hitting on this, and I'm a little bit surprised.
What did I miss?
I know, I can tell that Catelynn had lipo.
Oh, yeah, she looks like she did.
I'm telling you, know how
Yeah.
you could tell? You could tell in the freaking face. She either had lipo or surgery because her face was more chiseled than the rest of her body.
You know, though, being a cosmetologist, I did catch the fact that Farrah was wearing a full-on wig.
Oh yeah, she's
Because
too
I
much.
own that wig. Remember when I was the Little Mermaid learning to walk for Halloween?
Yes.
Remember that gimmick that I had?
Yes.
That red wig is the same red wig that she has. It's the exact same wig. So.
And Noel, let me ask you a question. Explain this to me because maybe I'm wrong and I don't want to be sexist and I don't want to be this and I don't want to be that. But it's not a sexist thing because I know like when I start getting a little overweight and stuff, I don't wear tight shirts and I don't wear I usually get 2XL.
Yeah.
That Catelynn is still big. Why is she wearing skin tight pants? It's not attractive. Yeah. I don't understand that. Am I being sexist by saying that?
No, you're just you're seeing it, and this is what we do. We're reviewing it. We review everything about Teen Mom. We go all the way down to the pants you're wearing. This is not one of those shows where you just scratch the surface. We go all the way.
I don't understand. You're a big girl. Why are you wearing skin tight pants?
They had her in one of those tops that come out. I think they're called pendulum tops, like that old school kind of Miss Elizabeth in the 90s gimmick that comes out. You know what I mean? Yeah. They had her in one of those, which they say to wear the tight here, and then that pendulum top covers you, so it looks like you're thin because it comes to your rib cage and it's really tight, and then it comes out. So they looked like they were trying to hide stuff, but you think they would have put her in. I love these. They're like either shorts or they have a skirt, and then they have a long see-through thing that goes down over it, like a dress bottom. That's what she should have been wearing to pull that outfit off. The tight pants didn't work for her.
Don't work. It doesn't.
They were dressing her like she's shaped like Farrah, and Farrah's had so. Oh my god. That reminds me. I got to tell you about the best part. She said actually. So I heard her say it. Farrah had vaginal rejuvenation.
Yeah, I've heard about this. Yeah, I've definitely heard about this.
She went into detail online about and shared pictures of her legs straight up in the air.
Yeah.
And they're in it. Ew.
Now, what is that? Explain to me exactly what that means. Like, why would a woman go in and have that done?
I've heard of people having it done because, but this is going to get a little gross. So everybody be prepared. This is my warning I'm flashing. This is going to get a little gross. When you have a baby, sometimes you have to have something called an episiotomy. Now, you have kids. You may have heard of this before. What they do is they have to cut you to get the baby out because the head doesn't want to come out.
Right.
If it's already partially out, unless something crazy happens, they try to get it all the way out. They don't want to do a C-section because you're already that far. And a C-section's a big recovery. That's a huge surgery. People don't realize that's a big surgery. So they just do a cut there and then they sew it back up. Sometimes that doesn't go as planned because it's, you're swollen. It's like a bad scenario. Sometimes it's an emergency and they just go bam and then do that. So sometimes you have to have that area repaired. Sometimes
now are you getting it repaired for functioning reasons or appearance reasons?
It could be well, a lot of times it's functioning. When that happens that way, it's functioning. But sometimes when women get older, they kind of lose tone there.
So they want
a muscle, really.
Like if they want to lift it up, or like almost like a facelift or something, pretty much.
I'll call it the cookie lift. It's a cookie lift. You need to tighten things down there to satisfy your man. So, I mean, she had a kid, but a long time ago.
Yeah, she's
just doing shit for the pop now.
Well, not only the pop. You know what else it is, Noelle? She just doesn't know what to do with her money. Like she just doesn't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, these girls do not understand the well is going to run dry. They don't understand that. She carries on and on and on and on about her 3 successful businesses. Does she think her businesses are going to maintain that when she's no longer on television every week and the world forgets who she is? Yeah, she, you know, she spends money every way she can.
Yeah. And I was just thinking, like, she has a furniture business that people probably go in and are like, Farrah's Furniture or whatever. And her kid has a Twitter, and the Twitter is verified. I don't have a verified Twitter. There's laws in Twitter land that you have to be above a certain age to have a Twitter. So why does Demon Seed have a verified Twitter and Mama don't? I can't figure this out.
Man, how many followers does Demon Seed have? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm gonna look. If you want to see it, and then I think I tweeted it to you. Farrah put out a video of her kid doing these letters to Santa. It's one of those things where she's trying to sell shit. Her whole gimmick is selling shit.
Right.
So the kid had, I swear, remember those wax lips back in the day?
Yeah, of course. I used to love those. Yeah.
Yeah, I love those things. My mom sees it all the time. She had red circle of lipstick around her mouth. Seriously, like a Target.
Like Heath Ledger in the Joker. Like Heath Ledger in the Joker a little bit.
Yeah, it was like somebody put a smile on her face. It was bad. And then she tweets this video out of them making these little letters to Santa, and you shrink them down, you hang them on your tree. And I'm like, what a goddamn waste of time. Seriously, do something valuable with your life. Instead of rejuvenating your vajayjay, how about donate to a charity?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, do something else. Farrah girl, if you are listening, listen here. I'm Noelle Harlan LaGrasso. Come over to my house. I will help you spend your money. I will help you spend your money. I got big dreams. Over here. I want to own goats. Let's own goats together. Fainting goats. They're the bomb. A golden toilet seat. P. Diddy has one. Why don't I? Come on over, Farrah. Give me a golden toilet seat. I'm down with this.
Unbelievable.
I will help this girl spend her money. She don't need to rejuvenate.
Let me ask you something. Noah, we know about all. Noah, you can go online. We could see all the cosmetics. I'm sure it's listed. I swear to God, as a cosmetologist, between her and her mom, what would you guess they've spent on cosmetic surgery between the both of them? What would you get? It would have to be well over 6 figures, no?
Oh yeah, it's well over $100,000 in surgery. Well over that, because she's had stuff done where she's put a chin implant in and then has it taken out.
Yes.
Gets breast implants in and then has a bigger size put in, it takes them out. So she's just kind of you know, doing her thing there with that. It's got to cost a lot of money, and it's not good. Every time you go to her Instagram, she's like has somebody injecting her with something. I saw last night she was getting like a Botox to her face. Like, girl, you're in your 20s. Save that money for your 40s and get the Botox then. I think some of this stuff she gets by advertising. Like, she gets an exchange.
Yeah, barter,
like you know, that deal.
Barter system, yeah.
Yeah, she does the barter system. She's like wimpy, you know, I'll pay you on Wednesday for a hamburger today kind of a deal. Like, she gets this stuff and then she goes on. And Vince, have you ever seen her Instagram? That's a shit show. Go on her Instagram and just scroll through and be like, girl, really? I would draw you in.
I would be horrified. Yeah.
She wants to talk about how she's this businesswoman and she does this and she does that and she does this business and she does that. And honestly, she's got pictures with pasties over her boobies and like, come on.
No, well, I swear to you, like I'm a guy. I swear to you, like I don't want to see her naked. I don't want to see her with pasties.
Wait, where's my pen encounter? Vince doesn't want to see a woman naked.
Yeah, I don't want to see her in pasties. I don't want to see any Farrah skin like whatsoever. I swear to you, I don't. It's gross.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It's not good. Like, I looked at it because it was there. And, you know, I got to keep up on the teen mom stuff. So I like follow everything. So I got like good scoops for our buddies. Like, I got to make sure I got all the stuff. It was disturbing. She was like, I whiten my teeth with this.
Yeah.
I inject this in my face with this. Like, come on, dude, I can't.
Anything.
It's the holiday season. I'm going to
Anything else? Anything else with the wrap-up show before you give me the dirt?
Yeah. Janelle gave her husband an album, and she took dirty pictures and
I saw
printed
that.
them out.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have all that money and you printed out dirty pictures that your husband sees you naked anyway. He is not interested in a dirty picture album from you. Get with it, girl.
No, well, you want to hear a story, and I'm not going to say who it was, but you could figure out who it was.
Okay.
When I was working for the WWE, there was somebody who was, considered office, but he was also talent. Okay, so office / talent that would work the house shows. Okay, so be a part of the house shows, but also be in some kind of a management function. And on one particular trip, he took, he was in charge of bringing the WWE title with him. This is a true story. This is a true story. At the time, he was dating a girl that, let's say, was overweight. Okay.
Okay. So, I already think I know who it is.
Okay. Well, so this is a true story. If this person heard this, he'd say I'm lying, which he'd out himself because I'm not even mentioning his name. But no, well, the type of imagination I would have to make stuff like this up that nobody would believe.
Yeah, so, I find most of that stuff is definitely true.
Yeah,
definitely true.
So Noel, he's got the belt. He's got this girlfriend who's very, very large. Okay, and he has her pose naked with the WWE World Title. Hold on, you ain't heard nothing yet.
All right, I'm ready for this one.
Heard her pose naked with the WWE title. Okay. Had the pictures, what do they call back then? What do they call
like boudoir photos? Is that what you're talking about? Like,
yeah, kind of had the pictures developed or whatnot. When you walked into this guy's, I think it was a rented house. I don't think he owned the house. When you walked into his house, he had those pictures displayed on the walls in his house for everybody to see. And people, and I have problems. I have problems. True story.
Holy Moses Malone. I can't believe that.
And let me tell you
believe it. I think I know who you mean. That's what makes it even funnier.
And let me tell you something. His girlfriend at the time, wife at the time, whatever she was no Janelle. I mean, that I could tell you.
And I thought, like, when my husband opened his wrestling school, I stayed here in Pennsylvania and he moved down to Florida. We were married at the time we were engaged, so we were going back and forth because I had a really big job here, so I couldn't leave, and I had my kids. So he moved down to Florida and he had a big picture of me on the wall, but I was standing in front of the ocean front fully clothed, and I'm like, you have this hanging on your wall in your bedroom? He's like, yeah, I love you, I have it hanging on the wall. Now I thought that was weird. People, like, if buddies come over, yes. Oh, can I use your bathroom? Why is that weird picture hanging on the wall that's like this big?
Yeah,
no, that's weird, dude.
That's yep.
Vito, not weird. That weird. And if I could say Vito's not weird, that's something else.
Yeah. All right. Anything else with the wrap-up episode?
Ryan at the wedding was hysterical because he said I do or I will before they even were ready for it. Loaded. Loaded. Okay, I'm done on my page here, so let's get with the rumors.
This is my favorite part.
The juicy part, my friend.
What do we got?
All right, Uncle Vince, here we go. So, rumors. We talked about Catelynn is dating a girl. The girl's name is Dominique.
Wait. Say that again. Who's dating a girl? Who?
Catelynn
dating a girl. Yeah,
with the little boy legs.
Yeah. Okay.
She's dating a girl. I got the name. Her name is Dominique Potter, and they're already talking about having a fourth child.
God.
So she's talking about getting pregnant again and having a fourth child. She did it in public. She was going back and forth on Twitter with this girl, and they were talking about she has 3 boys. It's time to have a girl. Let's have a girl. And they did it in public. So that I found fascinating because she got 3 baby daddies.
Have you seen pictures of the girl?
Yeah, I think the article that I had found this on, yeah. No.
Nothing to write home to
Not
mom
good.
about. Okay. All right.
No, I wouldn't write my mom about it. here's another thing that's
Can you
actually kind
imagine?
of sad.
Can you imagine those poor kids, man? Come on, man. Can you imagine?
They
Like
have to,
what? Can you imagine when they get it? When they get into school and their friends find out all this stuff? Can you imagine these poor kids, man?
because you know their parents are younger and they're watching this stuff and they see this stuff. And the little boy, that the oldest one, he
Yeah.
is just so sensitive, and
Yes.
he just has like these such deep feelings for such a
Yeah.
little boy, and
Yeah, he
things hurt
does.
him.
Yeah.
And she went and said he was calling Javi dad, and now all of a sudden Javi get out and he's like, I just want us to all be together. Like, he's smarter than her and than she is.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he
By
is.
far.
Yeah.
And he's the baby, he's the little guy. It just
Yeah.
makes me sick. Catelynn of Tyler and Catelynn fame has been in rehab.
Oh,
but not regular rehab for drugs.
For what? Depression.
She's been in for depression.
I thought I thought that's what the horse was for.
Apparently, brushing the horse doesn't cheer you up. So she went to rehab.
You know what I get from her, Noelle? Like, I'm usually a good judge of character. Okay, here's what I get from her. Tell me if I'm anywhere close to this. Okay. What I get with her is she tries to find all these freaking side streets so she doesn't have to be responsible for the matter at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you gave your first daughter up for adoption. You got your second daughter at home. Okay, but yet, you know, oh, I got to go out and pet horses. And, oh, I got to go into rehab for my depression. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do this. Stay home and be a freaking mom. There is nothing wrong with staying home and being a mom. I can't understand. Hey, listen, Noelle, we know she came from a crappy upbringing. We know her mother was an alcoholic. We know the whole freaking backstory. Right. If I was forced to raise my kids, if God forbid something had happened to my wife, I would have been able to raise my freaking kids. Okay, like it's an instinct. When you have children, you know how to raise your children. But it's like she's looking for every other excuse than to just freaking be a responsible parent.
I don't understand why she can't just focus on what the issue is. Like, you know you have a problem. Deal with your problem. Don't buy a horse, a goat, a pig. You look like an idiot. Like, just go and deal with your issue. I don't ever recall hearing until the last few years people going to rehab for depression. I thought going to rehab was, hey, I'm hooked on, you know, heroin or coke or whatever. I have to go to sex rehab. I have to go to, this is one of those touchy-feely millennial subjects, because where I came from, somebody kicked you in the ass and said, you got kids, get to it. I told you I had my down times, and you've dealt with them too, but you didn't stop raising your kids. You didn't pack up and go to Arizona in the desert, pet horses to try to heal yourself. You have to kick yourself in the ass, and you have to keep going. My pop, God rest his soul, he would say, get up and get going. So if I would feel down, I'd call him and he'd say, hey, get up and get going. And that's what I did. He said, this is bullshit. Get up. Start going. So you get up and start going. That's what you got to do. You don't pet a horse. I mean, I look like a jerk because I just said, come by here, Farrah, and let's raise goats together. But that was a joke. Don't pet a horse. Deal with your issue. Stop being distracted with side shit. Deal with your issue. And she went out of rehab, and now she's back in again. So this is twice.
And then they wonder why that other couple don't want them around the kid.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And you know, she's and there's nothing wrong with smoking weed. Trust me. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, my husband's really close with Val Venus. Everybody knows he's got like a shop, you know, one of those.
Like
I don't have a problem with that at all.
Val Venus is like a scientist with that stuff, bro. Unbelievable.
He's amazing. I don't know how he does it. Like, he's got this and he's got that. And he's got purple haze and he got that. He's like the king. And we respect him. I also respect that. And somebody that deals.
I swear to you. Yeah, I swear to you, Noelle, I love, like, you know, there are dispensaries on every corner here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you walk in one of these places, they give you a freaking education. It's fascinating. I like going into those places just to talk to the people there. I mean, the stuff that all these strands, it's like a science. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. And he's somebody that just is so tuned in to like all these new things, and like he's like really tuned into stuff. Like I love watching his videos on YouTube. He is so tuned into what's coming in the future. Yeah, he's like so far ahead of any of us, like with everything. He was trying to teach Vito about like the Bitcoin and the stream it and all that stuff and how you get it's beyond me. I try to get the kids to explain it to me. It's beyond me.
He's so intelligent. All right, what else?
Yeah, he's so smart.
What else we got here?
Okay, so let's get to the main event. Farrah's mom got married.
I saw the pictures you tweeted out.
Yeah. I will tweet out today, after this show airs, a video from the wedding.
Very nice.
Now, this is how classless these people actually are. Her mother ran a contest for people.
Oh, no.
One of those she
charged people to come to the wedding.
She ran a contest for people that they could contribute or what have you, and the winner would get an invitation for 2 to the wedding.
Oh, God.
The person that went to the wedding fully dead on sold the story, put up the pictures she took from the wedding, and bang, it's all over everything. And Farrah's mom sold exclusive rights to the wedding magazine.
To who? To who now?
In Touch magazine.
In Touch magazine. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
God.
So she sold the rights to her wedding.
Noel, can you imagine if that was you and I that won the golden tickets and went to the wedding? Can you imagine the blast we would have had?
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. They ever have one of these. Farrah ever gets married, dude, I'm entering every contest.
Oh my
You're going
God. Oh, that would be fabulous. All right, so
we'll eat our plated meal.
All right. So give me the scoops now of this wedding. Tell me everything I need to know.
All right. Okay. So Farrah's mom, had invited Farrah and Sophia to come to the wedding.
Right.
She didn't know until the last minute that Farrah was going to show up. So Farrah walking in
all the Farrah talk. She went to the wedding.
That bee showed up to the wedding.
Yeah,
she was dressed all in black from head to toe.
Sending a message.
Yeah. And she wore like a suit jacket. Like she was completely covered from head to toe. She was like, she didn't have her hair overly done. It was down. Like she definitely made a statement. But this bitch got up and made a speech.
Oh, baby. Here we go.
I have the video of the speech. And that's going up today on Twitter. Yes, sir.
Give me cliff notes of the speech.
She was like, I know we've had a rough time and I didn't like him. And like, come on, it's the wedding. Like, at least fake it. This is the other thing that got me at the wedding. Farrah has a sister because we discussed on the show how she is not allowed to call, Michael dad because of sister. The sister got bumped back to bridesmaid and Farrah got made maid of honor because she's the family cash cow. And she had a man of honor, that gay hairdresser she hangs out with.
Yeah.
So she had a maid of honor, Farrah.
Oh, God.
A man of honor, Flippity Guy Tang or whatever his name is. And then she bumped the other daughter back to bridesmaid. So that other daughter's got to be feeling a tad salty because she got bumped back to bridesmaid. They had bagpipes playing at the wedding. I thought Roddy Piper was going to come out. It was definitely.
Did Santa wear a red tux? That's the question.
Santa wore a kilt, bro. Santa wore a kilt. I had to look at that dude's legs to review this. So everybody, I have taken a punishment 2017. Not only did I have a stroke, but I had to look at Santa's bare legs in a kilt. So I have taken my beating for the year. Now, she put henna on her hands like she's in India. She had henna on her hands like it was an Indian wedding.
Oh, God.
It was cheese to the max of cheese.
I know. Cheese. What about, let's talk about, was Michael there? Was Simon there or no?
No Michael. No Simon, no Sophia. Farrah didn't bring her daughter to the wedding at all.
Now, what's that about?
Well, I went and I checked into it, and apparently Sophia, being a child and not made to listen or learn respect for her elders, said, I don't like David, which is the guy's name. I don't like David. I won't be going to the wedding. And if my grandmother marries him, I will never speak to her again. And MTV has it on tape.
Oh my God. Yeah, remember I told you last week we talked about what if grandma's bad again, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, what if grandma's bad again? Well, she categorized Santa as bad with grandma, and she said she will never speak to her grandmother again. I guess she won't get that baby talk macaroni and cheese like she was getting before, because now she don't want to talk to grandma.
Geez. All right, so now where are we going to be able to see this video?
I'm going to put it on Twitter. I am at producer BVB, so you can come to my Twitter, follow me. I'm entertaining. I put out all the scoops a little bit early. We are launching my website this week, harlowinc.com. So that's going up this week. To give you a little,
do you know when it's going to go up? Do you know what day?
I'm going to say, I'm trying to think of when I have rehab again. I had it yesterday.
For depression? You going to rehab for depression?
I'm going to rehab for yeah. I didn't get to pet my horse.
All right.
And I'm really upset about it. So I'm gonna go. You know what it is that, I have my own hair to brush. But sadly, I'm one of many American wives who is married to a bald man. And I can't brush his hair. So I go to a clinic and men come in and I brush their hair. And I feel rejuvenated, much like my vagina.
Very nice.
Okay. So thank you.
Anytime we can use the word vagina on the show, it's a bonus. Very nice.
And I got 50 billion names for vagina, so gear up. It's going to be a great 2018.
But you're saying this week, tomorrow is Friday already. Is it going to be up by tomorrow? Is that what you're telling us?
Well, shit, no. Saturday. I guarantee you.
Harlow Inc.
Because I have rehab tomorrow.
All right, harlowinc.com. And
harlowinc.com. And everybody that follows the family knows I have a son, Nick G. He does his own videos. He pranked his entire family and all his friends on Christmas.
Very nice.
With a phone call. The video is amazing. It is on the Big Vito YouTube. We're working on a website for Nick G. Nick's a cool dude. He's awesome. He's like the best son in the world. He's got autism and he says, I'm on the spectrum and I think it's funny. So you should laugh.
That's
so he's pretty cool. A quick little quip is that I found Dr. Merz, Santa Claus.
Tell us about Dr. Merz.
Yeah. I thought it's M-E-R-Z, Merz, like Fred Merz. I don't know. But he is an infectious doctor. He's been practicing for 20 years. He has a practice, I believe it's in Michigan. So he went to Johns Hopkins University. So he's like a legit, straight up serious doctor. Remember Step Brothers when he was like, I know Johnny Hopkins. I went to school with him. He sold me weed.
Yes.
That's Dr.
That's Dr. Merz.
That's Dr. Merz. Yeah, so he's actually a legit infectious disease doctor with a huge practice, with tons of education, and he has the balls to walk around with a Santa fro, a couple earrings, and a dream. He hates MTV. He hates Teen Mom. He said his kids knew Debra before she came in the house and already judged her. Best of luck to you folks.
Did we ever find out, did they meet through social media? Did we ever find that out?
Yeah, I found it out. They met online. That's how they met. I guess a dating site is the most information I could actually get, is that's how they met. The fan that went to the wedding, the one that won the contest, said that he was very creepy. He was very standoffish. That actually Farrah and her mom were nicer than this guy was. Much nicer than this guy was. They said that they hugged, like they gave him a hug, because you know how you go down the wedding thing and congratulations, well, they went to hug him and he got all like, get off me, you're weak, like to everybody, like he was being a creeper at his own wedding.
Yeah, but what about
So
the
I
guy?
don't know.
What about the guy that won the contest? What are you going to hug that guy for? Like who'd hug that guy?
I think what she had said is that that's what everybody was doing, like going down the greeting thing. So that, well, you know, they hugged her mom to be like, thank you for allowing us to come to your wedding through this contest.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then hugged Farrah out of, she was the maid of honor and I just hugged your mom. And then creeper dude, you know, it's a whole weird scenario. When you walked into the wedding, she had big pictures of herself, like on these tables, like posed. She had the worst fake hairpiece at that wedding. Like you could tell it wasn't real. It was attached to the back of her head. And like it had these braids around. I am an expert on hair pieces. I make them myself. Like, well, I used to do more when I could actually see, but I used to make it myself. That hair piece sucks. That was not real hair. That was fake plastic hair that she used in her hair. She looked ridiculous. Her wedding dress was low cut. Wait till you guys see the video. Vince, wait till you see this video, man. You're gonna love it.
I just love the idea of, you know, everybody up there, it's a wedding and everybody up there is in white or ivory or whatever the hell colors they wore, and Farrah's dressed in black. It's like when Paul McCartney was dead, they faked Paul's death and he had the black rose when everybody else had red. Classic.
Yeah, you play the album backwards.
Yeah. Now did MTV film this?
I didn't see MTV cameras there. From what, like, I was getting the video that I got is like they were showing like Snapchat videos, and the one girl went in and it looked like she had a nice camera and she was like in there like presenting it, but I didn't see any MTV cameras, so it didn't look like it was filmed. And there was like some no-shows because apparently like Debra did invite some people from the cast to show up. Like I know, like Amber, I think was one of the people that got invited, and they no-showed. They didn't come to the wedding. So the only person that was on the cast other than Debra and Santa was Farrah, and she definitely showed up. And the girl that was there said their plastic surgery doesn't look as fake in person. That was her. I was like, oh, come on.
I don't know about that. You look at that Debra's mouth, man. It's
like, hi, I'm Farrah's mom.
Like, yeah, it's like one of those marionette. So much. It's like those marionette dummies, man. That's what it looks like, you know?
Dude, I'm like a big Disney mark, right? Like you could see I got like a Disney shirt, like I got a Haunted Mansion $35 cup I drank out of. Like I'm a big, like Disney's my life, right? I hate with the passion, Pinocchio. Hate with words I can't even explain to you. I go on rants about Pinocchio in Disney World. I hate it. It creeps me out. Like his nose grows because he tells a lie. He's made of fucking wood. Like I really like. Look, I use the F word. I hate Pinocchio that much. Wow. She reminds me of Pinocchio.
Do you know in my top? I'm going to give you a hint now. In my top 3 movies of all time, top 3 movies. One of them is a Disney film that I actually saw in 1967 in the theater. My parents brought me. I was 6 years old, and it had that kind of an impact on me. And to this day, it remains in my top 3 of all time.
What year was it?
1967.
Sword in the Stone?
No, very, very good guess, but no. I'll give you another hint. Okay. The last film that Walt Disney worked on before he passed away.
Oh, man.
1967.
I'm trying to think of all the movies. See, I have like a little stroke brain this morning, so it's like a little... I go into this every once in a while.
You're not going to have a full-blown stroke because you're thinking too hard about this, are you? Because I don't want to be responsible for that.
I might. It'll get good ratings. Okay. If I ever have another stroke, Vince, I'm going to call you.
Oh, please. All right, I'll tell you what it is. Because
God forbid. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
I don't want you to give yourself a headache. But when I tell you what it is, you're going to kick yourself because you should know.
I bet I am. Is it The Rescuers?
No.
Damn it. Jungle Book.
Yes.
And I knew I'd get it.
Top 3.
I was thinking that.
What a movie. I love that. I still break Jungle Book out once a year. I love that movie. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Baloo the bear
Love
so
Baloo.
much.
Phil Harris, Baloo the bear. And let me tell you something. The new version was great. Did you see that? The new one?
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, what
my favorite part in Jungle Book is was Louis Prima, the guy that
Prima, of course, Louis Prima. Come on.
Love it. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. You know that him and his band used to come to my hometown when my grandmother was younger, and there's a restaurant in town called The Famous, and they used to eat at the Famous restaurant in town, and everybody would come over there and
Louis,
sing.
You know how many Louis Prima albums I got behind me? At least 10 I've got behind me. But
love him.
Yeah, but
my favorite Christmas song is by him. Shake Hands with Santa Claus.
There you go.
Is my favorite Christmas song.
What about, so what's your favorite Disney movie?
Oh, this is easy. This is so easy.
Can I try to guess? Give me the year. Let me see if I can guess.
Okay, I'll give you a little hint. Okay, this was the biggest Disney animated film, the first full-length feature animated film where they sold the soundtrack on record. You're a record guy. This is your hint. And it's the first ever movie soundtrack sold on record.
The first ever movie soundtrack?
First ever. Say hi to Vince.
Hey, Vince.
What's going on, bro?
It's Nick G, guys. Nick G's going to go off with my brother and have some wings.
I would have to guess.
Bye, Ben. Bye, Nick.
I got to guess.
Bye, buddy.
Ooh, because I don't know about the years. I want to say
you can get this, dude. I know you can get this.
I don't think it's Fantasia.
Can we give you another hint?
It's not Fantasia.
Nope.
Okay.
It just celebrated its 80-year anniversary last week.
I would say Snow White.
Yes. Score. That was a score.
And that's your favorite Disney movie.
That's why my hair is black. Because Snow White has black hair. Actually, everybody around here calls me Snow White because I look like everybody's little kids think I'm Snow White because I curl my hair a lot.
Yeah.
And I wear Disney stuff.
That movie's 80 years old now. 80 years old?
Just turned 80 years old. Last week, it had its 80th anniversary.
Oh, I did not realize that. My God.
That's that old.
Unbelievable.
I saw it when the re-release in the 80s. I was 4. I still remember what I was wearing when I went to the movie. I went in Lancaster County, and I had on a little blue top with the puffy sleeves like Snow White, and my parents took me and my little sister to go see Snow White on re-release.
So it
blew me away.
It was a life changer for you, Snow White.
Changed my life. It made me obsessed with Disney, and my parents took us to Disney that same year. But guess what? This past year, I had gone, before I got very sick, I had gone to Disney twice in a year. I took my daughter for graduation, and then Disney had hooked us up with a trip because we had some issues. So they hooked us up with some rooms and stuff, and we went back down. It was my first time, and I've been to Disney like a gazillion times. It was my first time ever seeing Snow White, the first trip. And, I have to go in a wheelchair because I don't walk. And I wanted to take a picture with Snow White standing up. Very good. Like I stand and I bend. So I had my cane with me that I get in and out of rides with. Snow White came over to my wheelchair and lifted me up and put her arms around me and walked me in front of the camera and put her arm around me and held me up to take the picture.
The real Snow White.
I got choked up so bad. I had to like put my head down.
Unbelievable. That's a beautiful story.
I'm doing my podcast. Oh, what's the matter?
I heard you screaming at me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, well.
Please.
It's Vito. He just woke up. See, we've been up for hours.
Oh, my God.
Mom.
We've moved into Disney now. So if you hear me yelling, yeah, Vince's top 3, Jungle Book. Jungle Book.
Mm-hmm.
Vito won't even appear on camera because we're talking about Disney. But guess what? Guess who paid for this almost $40 Disney mug?
That's a beautiful mug.
Big Vito.
That's a beautiful
Isn't
mug.
it gorgeous?
Yeah.
It's all hand like
That is
crafted.
that
It's a
is a
park
beautiful,
exclusive.
that is a beautiful mug.
Yeah, you did. No, yep. I'm doing this on Getting Color, by the way. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna put my hands over a stupid thing
And throw a
Mess
couple
with my podcast, bro.
and throw a couple vaginas in Getting Color. That's good for
Yeah,
ratings.
I'm gonna just lean my head in and Getting Color and just go vagina, 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 and see what he does.
All right, so
Yes,
let's get everything straight. We're putting a video up on Twitter today.
Going up today, baby. Farrah's mom's wedding. I put 2 videos up today. Farrah's mom's wedding.
And what is it? What is it at? I know the producer. What is it at? What?
It's producer BVB for Big Vito brand. Producer BVB.
BVB. And the website you think is going to go up by Saturday, hollowinc.com.
Hollowinc.com. God willing.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's going to be pictures, some cool links. Spilling Tea's going to has a little section up there. He's doing it again. Let me tell you something, guys. For 2018, I am going to defeat Big Vito in Podcast Wars. It's time we moved on from old Podcast Wars. This is the serious stuff right here. Sign up. I am Muscles Marinara. I'm taking care of business. I will defeat you. Bald man standing in the corner. I have to go to rehab because you don't have hair. 2018 is the year of Noel Harlow Lagrasso.
Easy, Mrs. Bolin.
Very nice.
He called me Miss Bolin.
Oh, jeez. All right.
That was low blow, Mr. Potter.
What about was I so tell them about the YouTube and all that. Go ahead. Tell them everywhere where they can find you. Go ahead.
All right, guys, here we go. So YouTube, we are at the Big Vito brand. We've got the end of the year. Little Noel show is coming out this week. Working on it now. I got my leg brace after 2 years of hard work. I finally got my leg brace yesterday, and I was able to actually bend my leg.
Nice.
And walk and unbend it. I have to still obviously walk with a walker because I don't stand, but that we've built all year to this moment. This is 2 years. I tape myself excited going to get it. That's going to come out too. We've got Nick G on the YouTube. That's my son. He's prank calling his relatives to wish him a Merry Christmas. He's wearing a full-on Fallout onesie. You got to see it. He's hysterical. He is hysterical. We are going to do Thursday night, tonight, when this comes out, live from our YouTube, is our show, Back to Reality, where Vito and I just pick on each other, and you guys can jump on and ask us questions. So that's tonight. The Twitter war is on. 2018, the podcasting war is on. Me versus Big Vito. It's going down. Guarantee a victory. So you can check Vito out at bigvito.com.
So is it safe to say 2018, the year of the vagina?
It's the year of the vagina. I am rejuvenated, just like Farrah's vagina. I am going to take no prisoners. I will take 3 steps on my own this year. I will take 3 steps by June.
Very nice.
I'm guaranteeing it. I will tape it.
And we'll see that. That's what I was just going to say. We're going to see the 3 steps.
Tape it. Right. My plan is by the time Nick G graduates high school in June, I will take 3 steps on his graduation day to surprise him.
Very nice. All right. Noel, listen, we're all with you. We're all going to be supporting you and rooting for you. Now, there is a new episode on. I also, too, I made the decision. I don't watch Raw in real time anymore. So, like, on Monday nights, I'm totally focused on Teen Mom. I fast forward through Raw on Tuesday mornings, but all my focus is going to be on Teen Mom. New episode next week. Let's hope things start happening.
I think this was just again, you know, because it was Christmas. I think this is going to be a good episode because I think they didn't want to air a really good episode on Christmas because they wanted their viewership to be up for this good one because they're going on that trip.
So what we've been seeing is the calm before the storm.
Yes, this is they gotta lower you down before they hit the high spot. This is going to be the one. I feel it. I feel it's going to happen. I didn't know they were going to do this lame-ass episode. Yeah, that's why I got a lot of extra dirt about the wedding. I don't want to rip anybody off. If you guys are watching, I got to give you I got to beat Vito, you know, so.
Yeah, you got to give us a scoop. All right, everybody. There you have it. Sipping Team with Teen Mom with the great Noel Harlow. Check out her new website. harlowinc.com. Hopefully that'll be up on Saturday. Twitter is @producer BVB. She's going to have footage of of Farrah's mom, Debra's wedding, which I'm looking forward to. I can't wait to see that today.
Oh, it's a train wreck.
Yeah. All right, Noel, thanks for joining us. Everybody, thanks for watching. We will be back next week. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.